let's go to our panel of the day. Carmen Parahi, journalist, is with us at the desk this morning alongside Dave Letele, BBM Motivation founder. Morena, good morning.
Morena, kia ora.
Good to see you both. We talked earlier in the show about disability park, or mobility parks, I should say, and just how many people still park in them, Carmen. A third, currently, they reckon, are used by people who don't have a permit.
A third?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
I think so too.
Especially in this day and age, especially when people can pull out their phones and car park shame you.
Exactly. I just find it bizarre.
You can get cancelled for that kind of stuff these days.
You can.
And rightly as well, because they're there for a really good reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's a disgrace. We see it all the time, people parking there in this disabled parking. It's, you know what it reminds me of, what we should do is, you know, it's that Jim Carrey movie, Me, Myself and Irene?
Yeah.
Where he just switches and just tears up the car. Like, that's what needs to happen to these people. And you know, I mean, I don't really like park attendants. They always manage to get you when you're 5 minutes over. But where are they when people are parking in disabled car parks? They're nowhere to be seen.
No, true. Well, the worst thing is because now it's not a physical attendant, it's those cars that drive around with the cameras. But those cars, at least in Auckland, can't tell whether you've got a mobility sticker or not.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you're a genuine user, they don't know. You get a ticket anyway.
Yeah.
But not all people with disabilities or who need help or find it will struggle to get from the car park to wherever they're going have those stickers as well. So you also got to be careful about shaming someone, because there actually might be a story there that you don't know about.
True.
Yeah, if there's no disabled sticker on there, like you know, the permit on the window, we see it because where our gym is out west, there's a laundromat, and people are coming to get their laundry or doing their laundry and park there. There's only 2 of them, and it infuriates me.
Yeah. Yeah, you're better to park on the footpath.
Yeah.
You know, if you're that desperate.
Maybe in a bike lane, there's plenty of them.
Yeah. Oh, stop it.
My mum always, and it used to annoy me as a kid, but she'd always park the furthest car park that you could find, because she's like, well, I don't mind. It's good for good to get a walk in, but also you're not going to get hit by other cars.
Yeah.
It must be a mum thing, because I still do that, and my kids are still complaining.
Hey, Karen Trawl says youth crime is dropping, and she's right. This is over the last 2 years. I had Willow Jean Prime on from Labour this morning, and she said, yeah, well, that was our programs, but whatever. It's got to be a good news story, Carmen, that at least it's coming down.
Actually, Ryan, I was offended by the press release, because if you read it, it is nothing but misinformation. And I really hope the journalists today read that press release and actually question Chaw about it, because she generalises youth. Our youth are awesome, and they're dealing with significant stuff. And then, so in the headline, she says, remarkable reduction in youth offending. The reduction specifically is in repeat offenders and serious offence, right?
Yeah.
But the police, Oranga Tamariki, groups like BBM, and a lot of community groups have been wrapping around our youth for decades, and youth crime has been going down every year, year on year, for a long time. And so governments always jump on this and make it look like it's them that's done all of the work. It's community groups, it's police, and the people that are doing all the offending are always the same kids. They're always usually known by Oranga Tamariki and the police. They're the same kids from the same families. The issue isn't those kids. The issue is the systemic issues they have to deal with. Poverty, alcohol and drug and abuse in their homes, violence, lack of education. It's the support they need. But it's too easy to just throw them under the bus and say, it's those kids' problem. Dave knows with obesity, it's a systemic issue. There are a whole lot of things. It's complex. And that press release, it got my blood boiling on the way here.
But she's right about the repeat recidivist part of it, right?
That has been coming down for a long time. It's the violent offending, and it's the violence offending. You know what
Which
took
went
it up?
After COVID.
What went up? Because our economy is tanking. Like, it's not tanking. There's nothing that this government has done to improve our economy. If there is poverty, and if that is increasing, there will be crime. It has happened, mai rano, forever.
But what about you get poor kids who don't commit crime?
Exactly.
So why? Why the difference?
Because there are always wraparounds. There's education. There are multiple things that are happening. This is complex, and to simplify it and say, oh, our people feel the communities feel unsafe. Communities feel unsafe now because they're struggling to keep their jobs. They're struggling to pay for groceries. What are you supposed to do when your parents are struggling at work?
Fair,
So it's way too complex,
but also,
and I'm not going to give this to this government.
All right, but the dairy, I mean, when you say the communities feel unsafe, you've got to feel for those dairy owners who were getting ram raided.
The ram raids,
you know?
That's what pushed up. Peter Finney. That's what pushed it up, was just the ram raiding. But all the other crimes, if you looked across them, they have been going down year after year after year. You've got to give it to the police and the courts and the justice. Orang and Samariki, with all of the stuff going on, they are really trying.
Yeah, if the ram raids have gone down, which is great. We had a ram raider come into us who wouldn't stick at any program. He's now working full time because you wrap around that support, and they talk about these boot camps. They only had one pilot, and what they're saying is, oh yeah, but we've taken the findings and applied it. So, well, we could have told you that for free.
True. You can't. So the other thing journalists need to do is go and check out the numbers on the boot camps and actually see who are the kids that went in,
and what
have they been up to.
Ryan, you know the way these politics.
I know.
You know when they're lying, their lips are moving.
I'm surprised you said that this is good news.
Well, no, it's good because it is a fact that even if it's just the violent stuff, that is coming down. That is good news. I mean,
but it's all this. So if you say that it's got it's going down these ram raids, but of course if you throw them all in prison, they're going to they're not going to commit. But what happens when they come out? So you've got to have these wraparounds, and the social issues are still. We had about 2 weeks ago someone get stabbed outside our gym. We've got emergency lodges around us, so that they're using the back of the shopping complex as a toilet for number ones and twos. There's serious mental health issues, serious homeless issues. These are all prevalent in these deprived areas that we work in. So these guys, they just throw smoke and mirrors. They never tell the truth, and you know that, Ryan. They are all a disgrace.
Yeah. Our young people are good. I'm really going to stick up for our youth.
And there's programs that they can't take the credit like Carmen. They cannot take the credit. There's groups out there that have been doing the work for decades. And if they do all these boot camps, that's just a disgrace. They come and support the grassroots groups that have been doing the work with next to no money, having an impact, and then watch the results come. Watch it, and they'll be truly come down.
What about the deterrent factor? So, when we talk about let's get tougher on youth crime and make sure that there are clear penalties and punishments and that they may be a bit harsher than they were before, do you think that there is a deterrent factor to any of that, Carmen, or do you not believe that that's even true?
Judge Beecroft, when he was principal youth court judge, allowed me in his courtroom for one day. We were allowed to film and listen and observe, and it was the same kid time and time again. All of them had been through the system. All of them were still in the system. Only one or two had parents that actually turned up. Only one or two of them were still in school. So the government and youth groups and youth workers, they know what it is. There is literally a checklist of what happens. So,
which is what Bill English used to talk about, right? This is the whole social investment thing that National's pushing.
It's a joke. We've got an impact lab report done by Bill English's crew. $13 return for every dollar invested, the highest they've ever recorded. Do you think we can get much support from this government?
But maybe you will from the new agency, the social investment agency, with Andrew Costa at the head.
No.
I don't know.
We've got to keep testing it, right? So that's where journalists need to keep testing it. That's where community groups need to keep testing whether it works or not. And the government also needs to measure whether the work that they are doing is actually working.
All right.
Keep asking the hard questions, Ryan. Get them on air.
Clearly I'm not. I feel like I've got told off by Carmen Parahi. Hey, very quickly before we go, it is Te Wiki o Te Reo Māori this week, and I've been doing all I can. I'm not amazing. I'm not fantastic. I don't profess to be. But is there something particular that, obviously it's the 50th anniversary, but anything particular you wanted to mention about this week, Carmen?
Yes, Te Reo Māori is the language for all New Zealanders. It is not the language just for Māori. It is something that we should all use, love, and make a part of our own cultural identity as New Zealanders. Don't forget, Kiwi is a Māori word.
True. Dave?
Yeah, 100%. It's an amazing language. I'm like you, Ryan, very, only early days of my te reo journey. But I spoke at a national Māori hui. And I said to all the people there, we've got this massive focus and resurgence on our language, which is amazing. We also need to have our resurgence in our health, because no point having a cemetery full of fluent te reo speakers.
Very good point.